Good morning students. Welcome to 7th session of chapter Normal Distribution. In today's session, we will do short sums which are of 2 marks from board examination point of view. Now first question, that is the probability density function of a normal variable x is defined as under, where fx is equal to constant e raised to minus half x minus 25 by 10 whole square, where the value of x lies between minus infinite to plus infinite. From this normal distribution, estimate the values of the following. Here 3 values we are supposed to find. Number 1, that is Q3. Number 2, that is quartile deviation, and number 3, that is mean deviation. Now already in first session we discussed this is the formula for finding fx, that is 1 upon rho root 2 pi e raised to minus half x minus mu upon rho whole square, where the value of x lies between minus infinite to plus infinite. Now from this and here, which in the question here values are given. Now this 25, it is mu value, and which rho, that is 10. So I can write here at the place of mu, that is 25, and at the place of rho, that is 10. Now first which we are supposed to find, that is Q3, third quartile. Already we have done it in characteristics, that is Q3 is equal to mu plus 0.675 rho. Now value of mu and rho we know very well. Mu, that is 25, plus 0.675 rho, that is 10. Multiply this, what we get, that is 25 plus 6.75, which total of this will be 31.75. So third quartile value, that is 31.75. Now second, that is quartile deviation. Now again in characteristic we had already done it, that is 2 by 3 rho. Now value of rho, that is 10. So this will be 20 divided by 3 will be, now if you write in fraction then also it's okay, and if you want to divide this then also it is your choice. So this will be 6.67 or 20 by 3. Both are right. Next, that is mean deviation. Now mean deviation formula, it's 4 by 5 rho. So 4 upon 5 into 10. Now this will be 5 divided by 10 will be 2. So this will be 4 2s are 8. So mean deviation value, that will be exactly 8. One thing more which I want to discuss with you, that is connected with these two things. One is e and pi. These both are constant values, and these values are already fixed. In mathematics also you have done it. These both are constant and values of these also we know. But let us remind once again. Secondly, these both values in board point of view, one line answer or MCQ. Many times it is asked, so you should know that what are the values of these two. One is pi and another is e. Now this e value of that is 2.7182 and pi value that is 3.1416. Sometimes here even the value this of e 2.7183 also, so both are right. Either 2.7182 or 2.7183. Both can be considered. So you should remember these two values. Next question. The extreme quartiles for a normal distribution are 20 and 50 respectively. Obtain the limits which include 95% of the observations of the distribution. Now here extreme quartiles, that means three quartiles are there, Q1, Q2 and Q3. Extreme means Q1 and Q3. So here Q1 that is 20 and Q3 it is 50. Now based on this we are supposed to find limits which includes 95% of the observations of the distribution. Which how we find? For that formula is that is mu minus 1.96 raw and mu plus 1.96 raw. Means we want two values. One is mu and another is raw. Now how we find with the help of these two values which are given in your question, that is Q1 and Q3. If you remember, one of the characteristic we did, that is mean, median and mode. These three are same in normal distribution. Mean, median and mode. How we find this? Q3 plus Q1 by 2. Even by using these two quartiles, extreme quartiles, that is Q1 and Q3, we can find median very easily. And formula for which is Q3 plus Q1 by 2. So these both values, if we use, so we get very easily, that is median 50 plus 20 divided by 2, that will be 35. Now this 35, that is median as well as mean, means we can say that this is your value which is mu, that is 35. Now we want raw value. Now for that, quartile deviation formula in last sum also we did, that is 2 by 3 raw. Quartile deviation you have done it already in 11th standard formula, that is Q3 minus Q1 by 2. Now at the place of quartile deviation we can write this value is equal to 2 by 3 raw. Now these two values are with us but raw is missing. In one formula one value is missing, we can find very easily. So here this will be 50 minus 20 by 2 is equal to 2 by 3 raw. Now this 50 minus 20, that 30 divided by 2, that will be 15. Now this 2 by 3, if I take it this side, that will be 3 by 2 and ultimate we get raw. Now here raw or standard deviation, when you divide this and multiply, we get 22.5. So our raw value is 22.5. Now finally, for normal distribution, the limit including 95% of the observation are, as we discussed, that is mu plus minus 1.96 raw. That is in interval only. Mu minus 1.96 raw and another mu plus 1.96 raw. Now value of mu, that is 35 minus 1.96 raw, that is 22.5, and mu, that is 35 plus 1.96 into 22.5. So this way what we get, that is 35 minus 44.1 and 35 plus 44.1. And finally when we subtract, this is minus 9.1 and 35 plus 44.1, that is 79.1. So this is your final answer, where 95% of the observations of the distribution, limit of that minus 9.1 to 79.1. Next and last question of this session. For a normal distribution, Q1 and mean deviation are 20 and 24 respectively. Obtain an estimate of the value of mode. Now we are supposed to find mode, but for that which two values are given, that is Q1, that is 20, and mean deviation, that is given 24. Now based on this, we are supposed to find that is value of mode. Now you know, just now only we discussed mean, median, mode. These three are same. That means if we know what is the value of mean, we can find very easily mode because it is same. So first, from this mean deviation, we can find value of raw. How? Formula of mean deviation is 4 by 5 raw. So 4 by 5 raw, that is 24. Very easily you can find value of raw. How? This will be 24 into 5 by 4, which will be 30. That means value of raw, that is 30. But we want what? Mu. Value of mu. Now second value which is given, that is quartile deviation. For Q3, we use this quartile deviation formula, for which is 2 by 3 raw. Now at the place of quartile deviation, I can write this way: Q3 minus Q1 divide by 2, that is equal to 2 by 3 raw. Now value of Q1 we know, raw that we know, just now we find. Only missing is Q3, which we can find with the help of this formula. So Q3 minus which Q1, that is 20, divide by 2, here 2 by 3, and raw, that is 30. Now this you divide, 3 divide by 30, that is 10, multiply by 2, that will be 20. So here Q3 minus 20 by 2, that is 20. If you cross multiply this 2, if you take it other side, will be in multiplication. So Q3 minus 20 is equal to 40. Now we want only the value of Q3. So this minus 20, if you take equal to that side, will be positive. So 40 plus 20, that will be 60. So Q3 is 60. Now Q3 value we know, Q1 it is already given in the question, which is 20. Now based on that, we can put these both values in this, and we can find median, because formula for median is Q3 plus Q1 by 2. And in normal distribution, mean, median and mode, all three are same. So if we know what is median, that same value will be mode only. So Q3 is 60 plus Q1 is 20 divided by 2, that will be 80 by 2, that will be 40. Now this is mean as well as median as well as mode, this 40. So here mode, that will be 40, which is your final answer. Today's homework: textbook page number 134, section C, question number 6, 7, 8 and 9, section D, question 13 and 14. But here in question number 13, correction is there in question. So rectify it and then only you solve, otherwise you won't get answer. And if in your textbook that correction is already there, then no problem. Here in the question, quartile deviation, at that place the value which is given 24, it is of mean deviation. Rest everything is same. So change at the place of quartile deviation, write mean deviation. And section F, question number 8. So these are few sums which are connected with these all short sums only. So do it. This is an end of this session. Thank you.